My fist slammed into my opponent's jaw, the collision so jarring that I felt the vibration of it all the way to my shoulder. His head snapped back, blood trickling from his mouth. Perhaps he'd bitten his tongue all the way through, like my last opponent, but I did not relent. Before he'd steadied himself, I struck again, this time with a kick to the knee. Leg buckling, he lurched sideways, but somehow remained standing, shaking off my blow. With a growl, he charged at me again, a sneer on his face. Before his punch could connect, I spun, the action so ingrained in my bones that I barely had to think before I was behind him, driving my elbow between his shoulder blades. He tripped forward, nearly going down, but somehow found his balance before he landed in the dirt, where it would have been all over. No one could beat me on the ground. No one. Not even this champion of Tyre, who had a reputation that stretched all the way here to Ashdod. Myriad voices hummed around me, like the constant buzz of a disturbed hive. But I remained immune to their bidding. For years now, the cheers and chanting of my name had been little more than an irritant, not the impetus for the pulse-pounding rush of anticipation I used to crave more than anything. The one voice that broke through the haze was Mataro's, and only then because he was at the edge of the fighting grounds, screaming at me to finish the man, as if I actually planned to let my opponent get the best of me. My cousin knew me better than that. I didn't know why he bothered goading me. I'd not lost a fight in years. Not one that counted, anyhow. Even as I threw my weight forward, slamming full force into the Phoenician, my mouth soured at the proprietary tone of Mataro's commands, as if it was him and not me who knew the correct placement of my feet, which weaknesses to look for, and how to clinch victory. The thought almost made me laugh as I wrenched my opponent's dominant arm back. Mataro was little more than an overfed jackal these days. Nothing like the man who'd opened the door to me 10 years ago. The man who had been on the verge of ruin, inebriated and unsteady on his feet, as I explained who I was and that I'd come back to Philistia to build the fortune he'd promised me. Mataro may have arranged the first of my matches and coached me to fight like the ruthless demon I was rumored to be, but the urge to wrap my fingers around his fat neck and squeeze was increasing.